Conclusion, Part 1. Station 1. What type of mixing is happening and how do you know? The type of mixing that's happening is additive mixing, and this is because the three primary colors are used during additive mixing, and that's the colors we use: red, blue, and green. Number 2, what type of mixing is happening? The second one is subtractive, and this is the three secondary colors, so that's what you get when you mix the three secondary colors. And 3, explain why a rainbow emerges from the prisms. A rainbow emerges because when the sun lights on like a mirror or something, something like a mirror, it reflects off the colors of the rainbow, and that's what you get when you look at it, because it's the light that we see is reflecting all the different colors. Explain why you see the American flag with the correct colors. The American flag is seen because the colors that is on the optical illusion, they are the opposite of the colors that we see on the American flag. So when you stare at that for a while, it makes our focus on when we look at something else, like reflect that and be the American flag. Give one reason you think the optical illusions are possible. I think they're possible because when we focus on something, or when we focus on lines and we can't tell if they're bent, or like if there's like a lot of straight lines together, it can often look like they're bent, and that's what we see. Why is the amount of light passing through two filters change as you rotate one filter? This is because the first filter we could see through, and the second one, if they're like correctly aligned, but if you rotate it, the polarization factor allows us not to see through them both. And what does a third filter diagonally in between the first two filters allow light to pass through all three? This is because the first and last one, you can't see through it, and then if you put the third one diagonally, it allows our vision to go through all of them, like it's like in a rotation. And number 7, why does it appear as though the test tube with oil disappears when placed in the beaker with oil but not water? When it's in oil, there's a chemical in oil which allows us to see through the tube, and it just looks like just water all the way throughout.